Um, anyways, hello guys. Welcome to another session of our Erilea D&D campaign with these jokers. Hopefully with a little more of a moral compass than last time.
We had a moral compass.
Wait, what did we do wrong last time?
Okay.
I mean, people that weren't the face of the party had to be the face of the party. And we didn't have our moral compass.
Oh, Lord.
First
Wait, we helped that
off,
family.
yeah, after Leaf verbally abused them for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's just because Leaf is the most socially awkward person that has ever existed in this world.
He's just an idiot. I don't know why you let him talk to people.
You were the one that went
First off, just a quick moment of retcon that I noticed yesterday.
Yeah.
That
You're welcome.
that Paranth was subjected to an anti-magic field, and therefore Avier and Eve should not have been able to utilize any magic spells that they used in their fight against some sewer rats.
We already
No.
figured out a good retcon, though.
But
Yeah,
that means I didn't kill anything with vicious
Nope, you
mockery.
gotta try again.
And that is the part that I felt the worst about, is you were so excited about killing something, not only once, but twice, with vicious mockery.
I mean, at least I still kicked a rat in Leaf's face.
And you know what? I'd be willing to say, you still mommed him to death.
Good. I bonked it on the head.
Yeah.
Like, you just pulled out a rolling pin and just started shaking it at the rats. If it were any, bigger encounter, I would say we probably need to redo it, but it was rats in a sewer.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with the outcome. But there is a thing that you guys would have discovered, and that is that the word magic still works, even in an anti-magic field. So that would have been a surprise to Avier, but that is 100% my fault, and I apologize for that. Otherwise, last we left off, the champions of Paranth had split the party. After discovering an invaded Paranth, the larger of the groups, quote-unquote, led by Avier and Leaf, headed out of Paranth via the tunnels and fought barefisted against a few swarms of rats. They made it safely outside the city walls and headed towards the small fishing village of Dunir to hopefully learn more about the Heir of Fire. During your travel, you guys came across a family of 3 elves that had lost their home in Dunir because of an attack against the village, wiping out the population as far as they are aware. After some really awkward moments of Leaf verbally assaulting the group and Avier wrapping her entire head up in a scarf, you guys eventually decided to stay near the family and provide some protection during your long night's rest. Each member of the party that night witnessing an ancient beast said to protect Harrison, known as the Lord of the North. A large stag with massive antlers and a crown of flames nestled between said antlers. Each member of the party had their opportunity to interact with this stag in their own way, and the group eventually determined that they were safe during the night. After that, you guys headed into the village of Dunir, finding smoke coming from above the treetops. Very small village that you guys had found, and eventually you came across the summer cottage of the Galathinius family. Entering in, you did see a very ransacked house, dead guards, a lot of going up to the second floor. You found what looked to be Aylin's room, filled with books. Eve and Avier discovered a book on word magic in general. And shortly after One Swing jumps out a window into a bale of hay, while Leaf finds the body of Marion Locken, the wife of Cal Locken, and then the bodies of Roe and Evelyn, Roe Galathinius and Evelyn Ashriver, in the bed in the third room. Rewinding to our other group, we just as a quick little summary of them, since I didn't stream this one, Tristan and Krakus went to investigate Odo's village, finding that the closer they got to the village and more into the woods, the less sound and signs of life were present. You guys eventually arrived in the village of Reevestone to find it completely abandoned, as though there was just a moment where everyone in the village up and left, or disappeared. You guys were able to find Odo's family's home, spent the night in there, and upon waking up in the morning, were assailed by a oh god, I need to turn these alerts off. I didn't know I had alerts on the freaking D&D one, because that is loud. Remove. You guys were attacked by a wyvern ridden by an Iron Teeth witch. The battle was looking pretty grim as the witch was shredding into our druid friend, when suddenly, out of nowhere, this same massive stag with the crown of flames nestled between its antlers appeared and ran down this Iron Teeth witch and wyvern. And we ended your side being engulfed in flames as the crown on the stag grew, covering you and Tristan, engulfing you, and then bringing you into nothingness, where you were then pushed out the other side, and looking in front of you, you see the sight of One Swing standing by a bale of hay with a tall, tan-skinned, long blonde hair half-elf pointing a long sword right between One Swing's shoulders. And that is where we left off. The half-elf spoke to One Swing with the sword behind his back, saying, "I don't know who you are, but where is Aelin?"
Trustful, and I'm gonna fall backwards on him.
You're gonna fall backwards onto the sword.
Trustful, yeah.
Oh my god.
What did I say? One of our party members was gonna die tonight.
And I have to pull up this character sheet already. Great. Okay. That is a 27 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah. Okay. You
God.
take. Ooh. Is that a? You take 16 plus 3, 19 points of piercing damage as you fall backwards into the sword, it piercing right between your shoulder blades, as he's like, "What? Are you daft?" Pulls the sword out of your back and kind of wipes the blood off. And as he pulls the sword from your back,
I mean, I'm falling on him. I'm trying to take him down to the ground with me.
Okay.
I am a 600-pound, 8-foot Goliath.
Well, he rolled a 19 on his dexterity saving throw. So
So I'm just looking up at him.
Yep. And as you are laying on the ground, prone, he immediately brings his long sword back out and to your throat. What you doing here? And where is Aelin?
Aelin, is that the fire child thingy thing, lady?
Yes,
Girl?
it's the crowned princess of Terrasen. Where is she?
Oh, we're looking for her. We're the champions of Paranth, and there were some bloody footprints coming from there. So I jumped out the window and came down here, and just looking for her.
Roll a persuasion check.
Does it need to be persuasion? I'm telling the truth.
Yes, that's why it's persuasion, because you're telling the truth. Otherwise, I'd make you roll a deception check. This is a stranger who doesn't know you.
That is a 2.
That is a 2? You feel the point of the blade poke into your neck a little deeper, and you start to notice that the wound in your back, while you usually scab up pretty quickly, isn't starting to do that.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to believe me.
And you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Nice.
I would I'm assuming I can see this happen.
You can definitely see all of this happening.
And I'm gonna pull out the little thing out of my pocket and be like, "See, we're the champions of Paranth."
What little thing are you pulling out?
The little the Lord of the North thing that we have.
Ah, okay. So one of the...
Why can't I think of what it's called? Not a
Sigil.
coin. Thank you. Sigil.
Yeah. He takes a look at the sigil and pulls his sword slightly away from your neck, but still seems to be a little on edge.
I'm going to attempt to cast Healing Word.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does it work?
Roll your healing.
Okay, 8 points
8 points?
of healing.
So you immediately cast your through your druid magic, hold out your arm, mutter a few words, and you start to feel this warm, radiant energy around you. One swing, but it doesn't seem to penetrate the way that it usually does, and you do not take any of that healing, and you lose the spell.
Okay. I'm gonna get up,
Okay.
like brush myself off. Be like, I don't know what else you need, man. I'm just also looking for, and I'm gonna go for a perception check to keep looking for the tracks that I was following out of the thing. I'm literally gonna pay no attention to them.
That would be an investigation check. And to
It's 17.
17, okay. At which point this half-elf is going to look towards you and Tristan Krakus and say, "Where did you two come from? Are you with him? And what is he looking for? What is he doing?"
I'm looking for tracks. I said I found the tracks up there, and I fell down the thing, and I'm just still looking for them.
He's following footsteps. Why did you stab him? Kind of fall down. Whatever. Why'd you hurt my friend?
I do believe your friend hurt himself.
The first time, yes. The second time, you did a little pokey poke.
I don't know if you noticed, but this entire village is gone. There's smoke coming from the buildings. My cousin is missing.
Who's your cousin?
That's
Aelin
a
is
legitimate
my
question.
cousin.
And Tristan,
But-
do you know who Aelin is?
Who's Aelin?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. And he kind of looks between the two of you and looks back at you one swing and says, "How do I know you didn't kill someone and steal their sigil?"
Krakis, can you show him
Well-
your sigil?
He got one the same time I did, and I'll pull mine out.
And at this point, Tristan would pull his out as well.
Everybody stole them.
His sigil, right? Not anything else.
Eh,
Yes, his sigil.
Okay, squeakers could come out.
No.
Squeakers brings out the sigil out of his armor. Squeakers has it in his mouth.
Actually, I think that's probably the best idea, because Tristan might not really, truly understand that he should show the sigil
Yep.
as well.
Squeakers is smart though.
I also just like to say that I'm going to make squeakers a tiny sigil at some point.
No.
Druid craft a wooden
Yeah,
one.
no, that is going to be my project for the next watch. Hands down.
Okay, well, it still doesn't really explain what happened here. Were you able to figure anything out? And he's looking at you, Krakus.
I just did you see me here before? I just showed up here. There was a large stag with fire, and
Oh, the Lord of the
It
North.
was-
I pet him.
All of the sudden,
Yeah.
this half-elf kind of, like, dumbfounded, just turns his head and looks at you. I must be going crazy. Did you just say you pet the Lord of the North?
yeah, we had a nice conversation.
Uh-huh. Yep. I did. He told me our one friend was okay, gave him some good pets and some good ear scritches, and then I told him that if he ever got sick of just protecting and was ready to fight, that I'd gladly ride him into battle. And he didn't seem too against it. So now I'm just trying to live my life like that last king during that other war that they fought. One thing would remember his name, but Keith being dumb doesn't.
Brannon?
Brandon, yeah.
Brendan.
Brendan, whatever it was. Because
I'm gonna start making you figure it out on your own.
I don't write notes for one swing, but this is the one thing that he did. I should probably just write one note for this campaign
One
so
note
far.
for one swing.
Brendan.
Brannon. Oh my god.
He said that that was his last writer, so just trying to be like him, I guess, so that I can ride that motherfucker.
He kind of
We can talk later, just so you know. I think I have a real nice surprise for you later. But yeah, we met him too. He brought me and my two friends, the big one and the little one holding the symbol. We're here. We're here to help them. He says he's looking for somebody, and he's not one to not shoot straight. So he's looking for somebody. Who are you looking for?
I think he's looking for the same person I'm looking for.
Why are you
Well-
looking for Aelin? And as he says this, he kind of starts to roll his eyes and sheath his long sword, and start to kind of rub his temples while he's asking this.
Well,
looking,
we won the contest. We were the champions of Pranth.
right.
The
But
Lord
last
of
I had
Pranth,
heard,
the Lord of
Paranth had
Pranth,
fallen.
the Lord of Pranth sent us south to go check out stuff down there. We found a big black obelisk and stuff being done to his kind, the furry tall people. And then we found a war map that Paranth was being attacked. Some other guy named Tristan showed up. We've traveled through the woods to get back here. We got there. Paranth has already fallen. There's already another obelisk there. Lord Lock, I don't want to actually say his name. The Lord of Paranth's brother is working with the blue fucks, and they killed the Lord of Paranth. They hung him in the square, and we found out that he sent royalty here to this royal summer home, and then so we came to the royal summer home to try to find them and protect them, and we got here, and like you said, everything's dead, but I found the foot tracks. Now I'm trying to keep finding them. I'm trying to find the little girl.
That was pretty coherent for one swing.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked. Um, one swing
Good
has like
job,
a
buddy.
purpose right now. The half elf looks at you and looks visually confused. He hears you. He understands everything that you're saying, but it's as though it just doesn't really make sense to him. Why you, as this massive Goliath, are looking for Aelin? To which he says, "Uh huh. Did you know Lord Locken well then?"
Uh, no.
Interesting.
We,
And
I mean, we've been like the Lords of Pranth for like a week.
the Lord,
We are,
you mean
we
the champions of Paranth?
yeah,
Champions.
yeah, sorry.
Champions. Yeah. Mhm.
We
Yeah. Mhm.
we were supposed to have like a brunch or something with him and get all shitty, but then like there was like a fire and we had to save people from the fire and we had to like save this little girl like, and there was other stuff like it was real quick. We kind of said hi. He sent us
I'm
somewhere.
gonna
We
stop
went.
you right there because
Uh-huh.
I get this feeling that I'm very close to getting your life story, and I don't care.
Rude.
Well, I mean, you almost just took his life, so I mean, getting the
He
story of what
he
you've taken is not a
literally
bad thing.
fell on my sword.
I
That
mean,
you had taken out and put to his back.
I didn't do anything. I was trying to get answers.
You
Tell me
took
right
the
now
sword
that you
out
have
and
never.
Okay, what are the
attempted.
rest of us doing while this is happening?
Well,
We
So-
made our way down there yet?
While this is happening, no one's really called to you other than the fact that I believe Leaf said that one swing jumped out the window.
he told me to stay here.
And real quick, one swing in your investigation check, you would have found that the bloody footprints go a little ways before they seem to stop, and there's an area of grass that seems very disturbed, and then the bloody footprints stop after that.
Cool.
Eve and Avir, you guys were investigating the. At this point, you would have just found the books that the word mark books. And what are your two passive perceptions?
12.
15.
15.
No,
Okay.
sorry, no. I read the wrong one. 12 as
12?
well.
Okay, so both of you guys would have seen a flash through the window of a massive flame. If you guys were to look out, you would see at the center of the flame Krakus and Tristan appear. And then also at that point, looking over in the other direction, see this blonde half-elf pointing his sword at one swing. If you want to make your way down, you guys would be getting out right about this point, where Krakus and the half-elf are arguing with each other on the reason to pull out a sword in a place where most of the village is dead. Or you could stay up in the room and continue investigating the books.
Avir is gonna say, if we're gonna retcon and go back a little bit, Avir would offer to stay up here while Eve went and checked on them
Okay.
and keep looking around.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. Why don't you go figure out what that elf man wants, and I'll stay here.
Okay. I'll be back.
Truthful.
I just get down the stairs.
You head down the stairs. By the time you get outside, this is where you see Krakus and the half-elf arguing with each other. Leaf, what are you doing at this point? You had just told Avir and Eve about the bodies of Ro and Evelyn.
I would have went outside to go make sure One Swing didn't run off.
Okay, so you would be heading out at about the same time Eve does. Avier, what are you doing in the room while this is happening?
Anything to avoid going outside. Anything else interesting in here? Anything else I can investigate?
Go ahead and roll another investigation check.
Cool. 22.
22, nice. You searching through, you guys had already found the one book on word magic. Looking through the other books, you, as mentioned before, there are a lot of different kinds of books here, ranging from histories to novels to, all sorts of fun books. Smut, exactly. Junk
Avier's
food
going
for
right
the
for the
brain.
smut.
Okay. You're definitely able to find what looks like a fairly thin one that you could probably power through in the in the
No,
meantime.
she's gonna pocket that and keep looking.
Fair enough. And you do find a small wooden chest as well,
Ooh, gimme. I'm gonna
um,
try to open it.
buried in one of the underneath the bed behind a lot of books. You want to try to open it? You have. Oh, are you? How are you opening it?
I don't
You
know.
find it is locked.
Damn it. Okay, well then I'm just gonna bring it and I'm gonna follow downstairs where there's people who could
Huh.
potentially open it.
Okay. Well, while that is going on,
Or magic.
while all of that,
Open spell.
Wait, hey, wait, I can open things. I'm gonna open the thing with the magic. I'm gonna prick my finger and say the word and draw the thing.
all right, the familiar glow appears, and
Keep
you just
forgetting,
hear
guys.
as it opens up, and inside, you find this red amulet,
Ooh.
on like a necklace kind of thing. Roughly, I would say the size of, oh gosh, a light bulb. I'm looking around trying to think of things that are like roughly this size, and I look at them like, oh, perfect, a light bulb. Yes.
Okay, light bulb amulet.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
look
wrote
like a
that
light
down,
bulb.
by the way.
It's
Nope, I wrote down light bulb amulet.
perfect.
Too late.
She tried turning it on and turning it back off again.
So Eve and Leaf. Are you? I'm sorry. Were you about to say something, Avier?
Oh no, that's good. I am gonna take what I find in there and then follow downstairs, I guess.
Okay. So Eve and Leaf, you guys see this half elf arguing with Krakus, just saying, once again, you are the only people left in this village that has been virtually destroyed. No inhabitants in it. Some of the buildings are on fire. And the only people I see, the only person I see is this large fella.
My name's One Swing.
And he doesn't seem to be incredibly intelligent, as he fell on my sword and screamed, "Trustful!"
I mean, he said trustful. Why didn't you catch him? That's the whole point.
Because the sword was there. Duh.
I've determined I do not like you guys. But
That's okay.
I feel like you might have information that I need, or our current goals are entwined.
Man, I feel like I told you that so long ago.
Anyways, my name is Adian Ash River. This is One Swing, I guess. And
Yep.
who are the rest of you?
Hi, I'm Eve. And I like run up to like right in front of him and stick my hand out for him to shake.
You run up to him. He he looks down towards you. He's a little more than 6 feet tall. Very heavily muscled and tanned skin. It kind of looks like he's spent a lot of time training in the snow-bright mountains of Terracin. Long blonde hair tied up into a ponytail that reaches to his shoulders, and then turquoise eyes lined with a ring of gold around the pupil. He looks down at you and gives a very warm, bright smile and says, "Well, hello, Eve. Adian's my name," and shakes your hand.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Likewise. You seem much more pleasant than the rest of your group that I've met so far.
Hey,
Thank you.
you what?
You
I
started
out of nowhere,
yelling
and
at me.
You stabbed. You had a sword out at my friend's back. I don't let. It was all jar. I apologize.
Footprints lead over here.
And what is your name, other large one?
Me, Crackus.
Oh, I'm Tristan.
That seems fairly accurate. Krakus, Tristan. Pleasure to meet you.
So where are you from?
Is that
Tristan.
is that you being Tristan?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm actually from Wendland, but I've lived most of my life here in Terracin. How about you?
I don't know where it's from. I don't know what to say.
Tristan kind of looks back and is like, well, I just came from Reefstone, so I guess Reefstone. And he's like, oh, interesting. It's a very small village. I'm going to go check out what your giant friend is talking about with footprints. And then he kind of looks over and sees you, Leaf. He says, he looks over at you and says, have we met before?
Nope.
Something about you seems familiar. Adian.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Adian Ashriver. I didn't catch your name.
Because I didn't give it yet. Leaf and Eno.
Nice to meet you, Leaf. He kind of takes a long look at you again and just, all right, and starts heading over towards One Swing. At this point, Aver, you come outside and see him walking towards where One Swing is, around the back of the house. And you see Tristan and Krakus and Eve and Leaf standing there as well.
So did One Swing survive the fall? Looks like it. All right, what are we doing?
The footsteps lead
Following
over
One
here.
Swing.
All right, let's go. Who's this dude?
He turns and looks at you. He's like, I'm Adian Ashriver. And he kind of looks at you for a long while and says, you look familiar as well. Do I know you?
Nope.
Do all of you elves know each other or something?
Yeah, this dude's a racist. Let's go.
He's also the same race as you.
That doesn't mean he's not racist. All elves don't look alike. Let's go.
So the spot here, DM.
Yes.
You said it looked like there was a struggle or something. Did she like lay down to hide and run off, or did she get grabbed? Is it like a struggle type of messed up area, or is it like hiding and then?
Go ahead and make a
She got
survival
away.
check. As you guys approach the area, you see the bloodied footprints that One Swing was talking about, and this area in the grass that looks a little more worn down, and then the bloodied footprints kind of disappear right after that area.
You said survival, correct?
Yes, I did.
That is a 17 again.
Nice. It actually looks as though she crouched down or got to this spot, realized that she was trailing blood behind her, and used the grass to wipe off as much of the blood as humanly possible before moving onwards.
Okay. I will reiterate that to everybody.
Wouldn't
as
it
one
be
swings like
elvenly possible?
They're half elf, so
Okay.
I guess either or.
Technically possible.
elven mean? I can't. Human elf.
Elvenly
Humanly?
possible. Elvenly possible.
There we go.
At which point,
Reiterate that to everybody.
Adian kind of looks at the spot and is like, well, she has always been clever. Hopefully nothing was able to track her after here. And he also continues to kind of examine the spot to see if he can ascertain any kind of directionality from that point. Ooh. Man, I gotta use this dice more. It rolls high.
It's because you're trying to help us. Whenever you're trying to kill us, it doesn't work.
So he kind of examines it as well, and from that point, he's like, it looks like from here she started heading towards the Florine River, probably to hide her tracks even more, or to conceal any kind of scent that she might be giving off, if anything was tracking her.
Well, you said you're our cousin. Is there anything else in that direction she'd be going to as well?
Well, I mean, going along the Florine, there's a couple of bridges that lead into the Oakwald Forest. She knows that going to Orinth is not a great idea, as especially since I just recently came from Orinth, and there seems to be no magic there. And then going towards Paranth, I mean, I guess if what you say is true and Cowlocken is dead, then I don't know that her going there would be wise, but she might not know that Cal is dead.
I mean, she did run away from the city when it was being attacked. I would think that she would know not to go back there.
Aelin was in Paranth?
Maybe not. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
So what you know, One Swing, is that Marion, Cal's wife, and Elide, the daughter, were sent to Dunir to meet with Ro and Evelyn and Aelin.
Yeah, see, I thought she was with them. Okay, never mind. I would not have said that. Well, I mean, One Swing probably would have said that.
Right.
You can keep it there.
That's fine. Did you guys come from in the home? So these footprints seem to be Aylin's, but what of her parents?
Dead.
He kind of turns and looks at One Swing, and you see him. The words hit him like a blow. He kind of steps back a step, and it's like, oh.
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, man.
No, I would much rather know than not know. But Evelyn was my aunt, so I'm just a little shocked. And Ro was always so nice to us. And he kind of just takes a moment to compose himself. But you did not see Any other bodies in there?
There were. Leave, how many were there?
Well, there was the two in the bed. They were pretty messed up.
And then I covered up Kyle Locken's wife. She was in that second room, dead. That's where the footprints came out the window.
Okay, so then we can probably take Paranth off the list of places where Aelin might go.
Yes.
If Evelyn, if Marion was here, I would assume that she would not have let that information go unknown to the rest of the family. That really doesn't leave a whole lot other than potentially just trying to follow her trail along the river. Have you guys been in the town at all? Do you know anything that's going on in there? Are there still enemies here? Like, what are we looking at?
I mean, I walked through like hot shit. Nothing happened.
I see.
In Paranth?
No, here in Dunir.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, so this... Oh no, you did not mention all of the... Oh no, you did. You mentioned that Vernon had taken over and there were a bunch of the Blue Guards in Paranth.
Yeah, Blue Fox.
Yes. Well... I'm just going to take a moment, and he kind of starts walking towards the building. You said you found the bodies in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment, and starts heading towards the house. While that is going on, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Krakus, we saw this big stag thing. I'm super curious. Would you be able to turn into it if we described it to you?
Oh, I can turn into it because he gave me the power to turn into it just without the fire.
What?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was like, as soon as we get the magic and stuff back, you can totally ride it. It'd be awesome.
I'm gonna look at one swing and be like, I don't need to make you a king. It's so much easier.
Point of order here. You guys do notice that magic does work here. As you,
But I tried to heal him and it didn't heal.
Yep, that's why I described the effects of healing words still going out, just that they did not take to one swing's specific wounds.
Probably because the necrotic damage.
How's it? How's it look? I feel like it's still open and bleeding.
So
I need to go get maggots.
Somebody can make a medicine check on it.
Let's do that.
It's
Well,
not really in a spot
for
where-
nothing.
I got a 21.
You got 21? So you looking at it, you do see that the wound is bigger than a normal longsword would give, and where it wasn't scabbing before, to one swing's knowledge, it's scabbing over perfectly fine now, and looks as though it might be on the road to healing up. So in your mind, it's just a normal wound that one swing has gotten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks fine.
But it didn't heal right away, and at least it's healing now, but it did not heal right away, and that's
I'm sure
unsettling.
he'll live.
Really sound like you want that, Aver.
What?
Uh-huh.
What? No, you look fine. It looks fine. It's a scab. It's closing up.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Should we wait for that dude, or should we just go ahead and go? He did stab you.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. It was my fault.
He had it did look like it was one Wing's fault, but I mean, he had his sword out at his back. That was it was shocking.
He did kind of fall into the sword, though. So.
Meh, semantics.
Listen, I'm fine with going ahead and bailing while he's in the house. It's up to you guys.
You know, I'm just gonna say that I'm not the smartest, but I don't think I would have fallen back on that sword.
That's right. You're smarter than One Swing.
Is he, though?
Thanks, Xavier.
Can we get a check? Is he, though? Because this idea came to me from somebody else, and I've already yelled at him for it.
Make an insight check.
Oh, no, this is out of game. I'm not actually saying
Oh.
this. I'm saying, like, what is...
I think you guys are the same.
Same? Yeah, okay.
Oh my, we have one smart party
Yep.
member.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How does it feel?
And she's cold. She's the cold one.
I'm really wise, so
I
like
mean,
there's
I'm
that.
also pretty wise, but that doesn't mean jack in terms of intelligence.
What was it? What was the thing? I don't remember. There was something I did last night that I was starting to do, and I was like, wait. I'm smarter than I'm pretty stupid, but I'm wise enough to know I shouldn't do that. I remember what it was now. I was gonna give a fake name, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
was like, wait, don't use the fake name of somebody else who's in our party. We should make up real fake names.
So yes, everybody, you can thank Cam for the idea to do the trust fall.
Oh,
Cam.
I had a feeling it was a Cam idea.
Yes. I said bad idea. 16 point of damage and it can't heal. He goes, ooh, I was expecting it to be a normal dagger. I'm sorry.
First, I assumed it was a dagger.
Definitely
don't
not a
mind.
weapon of certain death.
I do not mind waiting. One Swing does not mind waiting for him. I mean, we can wait for him. Some people gotta say goodbye. Some people aren't good with death.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of mourning the death of his family. It would be kind of mean to just up and leave him.
Oh, I mean, I don't care about that. He could just that's his cousin. He might know where she have gone. I think he might be hopeful.
Yeah, she could also just not trust us. She might trust him, though.
I am a very trustworthy looking person.
Looks and perception are two different things, unfortunately.
While you guys are having this conversation, you do see from... Well, do this wrong work. Nope, never mind. You see nothing. So are you guys waiting for him, or are you ditching him?
I vote wait.
I vote ditch.
Wait.
Damn it.
Wait.
All right. Probably takes about 20 minutes before you guys do see Adian approaching from the house. His hands slightly bloodied and kind of a downtrodden look as he walks back towards you guys. And as he does, that downtrodden look kind of disappears, and he looks at everyone and goes, "Well, you were right. There seems to be no sign of Aelin in there, so this is probably her tracks that we're following. Shall we?"
Oh! Before we do anything, do you mind if I point at his kind of bloody hands? I can clean this up for you.
Oh, and he holds out his hands. Thank you.
And I hold his hands and I cast prestidigitation to clean his hands.
Alrighty. As he kind of looks at you and has a kind of a half smile on his face. You can definitely see there's still pain in the eyes, but he He kind of looks down at you and says, "Thank you, Eve. That's
Of
very kind
course.
of you."
Yeah, no problem. Literally any time.
Alrighty. So, shall we investigate the fluorine?
Yes.
Alrighty. You guys make your way. The Florine River itself comes pretty close to the home, probably about 100 feet out, and is not as wide and not as wide as the Avery River. God, got to remember all these river names. But because of that, there are a lot more rocks in it that filter the water flow. So there's almost a slight rapids going southwards, southeast, I guess. You guys going to continue trying to find a trail, or what are you wanting to do?
Yeah, find a trail.
Just really quick, because I want. Can I just quickly check and see if there's any lobsters in this river?
I hate you.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I
Come
will.
on. Come on.
My man's trying to shape change into a lobster.
19.
19. You kind of take a look into the river itself. You don't see a whole lot in the way of crustaceans, but you do see quite a few salmon-looking fish jumping and moving their way upstream. I offended him so much he left.
No, that was me. I
All right,
clicked on
gotcha.
the wrong thing. Sorry.
Yeah, so you see quite a bit of salmon and the rocky growing the heavy rocks throughout the stream itself. Up the stream a little bit, you do see probably, I would say, like 150 or so feet away. You do see like a bear in the water, kind of fishing. You also notice some leftover netting on poles hammered into the riverbed itself, used to kind of catch and stop some of the salmon from going upstream.
This is clearly used for fishing, and whenever we find Otto again, I will be able to turn into one of those little devil-like looking things that he was talking about.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
We got other things to do. It's all right.
Would I be able to know, based on his description, what he's referring to?
Make an intelligence check.
Good thing I'm dumb.
Oof.
Oh, it's a 15. It's a 15.
What you get a picture of in your mind is a fish with a long pointy tail and some devil horns,
Huh.
but red. You looking into the river, you see the salmon. They're a little reddish too, right? Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Oh, you mean one of these? And I'm trying to get him to look into the river again.
Nope. There's none in there. No, thank you though.
Oh. Okay.
Oh God.
So, are you gonna kill this bear, or
It's like
Well, I would.
200 feet away from you,
so are we gonna ignore this bear and move on, or?
in the opposite direction of you as well, by the way. If you guys are searching for signs of Aelin, give me a marching order here.
I have pretty good survival. I'm proficient, so I'm happy to be toward the front.
Okay.
I'm proficient as well. I can give you assistance.
Sweet.
Okay. So we've got one swing in Avier at the front.
I will be behind them.
Excuse me. Okay. Following by Krakus.
Tristan usually volunteers to be at the back of parties.
Yeah.
Tristan's at the back with Eve and Eve, Adian, and Leaf kind of positioned in the middle. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead. One of you guys make a survival check at advantage, or both of you can roll your own survival checks. Up to you.
I am +2, Emily. It is your
oh,
call.
I'm +5.
We don't have advantage.
Okay. Oh god. Okay, the highest I got was a 17.
17? Okay. As you kind of follow some of the different trodden grass down towards the river itself, you do notice that as she was moving, she was definitely proficient in trying to cover her tracks. The grass was barely disturbed, but you with your background and knowing how to survive in the woods and being a half elf as well, knowing kind of the routes that people would usually take to conceal their tracks, you work your way along the river, and you do find it some semblance of a trail, kind of hopping in and out of the river every 20 to 30 feet, moving again in that southeast direction. As you guys continue to travel along the river, you do see the river does start to widen a little bit, and the water starts to have a much heavier flow, becoming a little more rapid, like potentially precarious. You gather that continuing to walk along the river might be a little perilous for you, but the tracks do continue along the river itself, or the trail continues along the river itself, I should say.
Okay, I'm gonna tell all of this info to them. What should we do?
Well, if the tracks go up the river, maybe we should just keep going up the river.
It gets a little dangerous, so do we think she would have been able to stay along the river for long?
Are you asking me, or are you asking them? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, that was at you.
Okay.
Like obviously I can tell it gets dangerous, but the tracks do head that way. But like if it gets that dangerous, then like I can probably deduce that she would not have been able to continue like that for like that's what I'm confused about. Like
Right.
But she did it on purpose to not be followed.
or that.
So you looking down, you realize it would take quite a bit of dexterity to traverse that area. It's possible, but it's someone proficient in being able to move around would likely be able to get through there. You don't know a whole lot about Aylin and her capabilities. What you know is that the tracks are continuing down there, or her trail is continuing in that direction, but it is becoming increasingly unsafe for the average person to be walking in like that. It would be wiser to move off of the river itself and continue onwards, but that would make it more difficult for you to follow a trail and see potentially what happens.
True. Okay.
at this point, Adian kind of looks looks ahead as well. Seriously, this is the best die. Looks ahead as well and kind of says, "Well, is there a particular reason we're stopping? It does look like it gets quite a bit dangerous. Does the trail continue along the river, or should we head a little more into the woods?" Did she head more into the woods? What's it looking like?
It seems like we have two options. We either stay along the river and hope that she did the same to try to cover her tracks, because just like us, people would think, oh, she could not have continued this way, but it will be dangerous for us. Or we can go into the woods and potentially miss, tracks of hers, or she went that way. So it's kind of a lose-lose either way. Either way, we could miss something.
I see. She's very reckless, so I could definitely foresee her potentially traveling alongside the river. But I understand your concerns about us continuing along the river, so I will defer this decision to you all, since I seem to be outnumbered.
We should vote.
Okay.
Who is in favor of staying with the river? Cool.
I am.
Sounds like we're going. Oh, okay. Everyone else wants to go into the woods?
I'm
Or-
always going to be more fond of woods, but I mean, I get that the tracks might be, the river might be the best path. If I think that might be, we can handle a little bit of danger.
I agree. I think we should probably stay with the river.
Said she's daring, so might as well.
Let's do it. We're going the danger route.
Do we want to tie each other off in case someone falls in?
Well, if somebody falls in, I can get them out.
Okay.
And about how I mean, we can just go. I'm actually just going to wild shape.
You're gonna
Okay.
be a hippo?
Ish. I don't think I'm a high enough level to do that.
It'd be pretty cool if you were a hippo.
I'd be awesome. Okay, lobster and hippo. We have priorities. We will get this right. I think I'm going giant octopus. That's generally what I was thinking.
Okay.
You've seen a giant octopus, but you haven't seen a lobster?
Don't ask questions.
Okay.
Oh,
A lot more likely for an octopus to head up the Avery from the coast than lobsters with very little ability to move
Yeah.
through currents to get up a river.
Damn lobsters.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yep, that's what I am doing. Mm-hmm.
You know, I would say Krakus might know what a shrimp is.
Oh my god, please be a big ol' shrimp.
a giant shrimp.
I don't think I've seen a giant shrimp, but
But extrapolate.
That'd be terrifying.
Here,
I don't want to
honestly,
see that.
DM, can I roll a nature check to see what type of animal that I have seen would be best for this river?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a nature check. While I also start looking at my monster manual. BRB.
What about like a crawfish?
I'm like crocodile or something. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, a crocodile would probably be really cool.
Crocodile.
But I don't know if that's monster. If the challenge rating is too high.
Okay.
Challenge rating.
So, what was your nature roll?
Oh right, I was looking at other things. Do. +2. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Oh my god, is that
I
real?
would say
What is not real?
Look in chat. He sent a picture of a giant shrimp. That's my worst nightmare.
Okay, so
I hate
real quick, just so people in stream can see, this is what we're talking about right now.
Jumbo shrimp.
So I would say, what challenge rating thing can you change into?
I
2?
think 1.
Okay.
2 is at level 9.
Okay.
No.
So you would definitely. I would say the thing that you would have, that you believe would have the best chance, would be something that lives in the water, such as a crocodile, or something with
Giant toad.
um,
Giant toad.
Oh,
I'm
giant
turning into a
toad.
giant toad.
Okay. Giant toad it is.
Because I can swallow people.
Oh,
Oh.
Kinky? I don't know how I feel about this.
Hey, have you guys never heard of vor?
Yes.
no, we choose not to know.
No. No.
Let's not talk about this on YouTube. Come on, guys.
YouTube's not going to take us off for saying that.
I don't know.
They're going to take us off for saying the purple site or the C word. And by the C word, I mean the C.
Yeah.
Not the other C word.
What is it? Human malware.
Yeah.
Human malware.
Yeah.
A giant toad is a large beast?
Yup.
Yeah.
Can I ride a giant toad?
You sure can try.
So you guys see this your fun furbolg friend. You've seen him turn into a toad before. And so he just kind of pats his chest a little bit, burps, and then as he burps, he kind of morphs into the toad and just lets out a burp. I believe that was Eve clapping for you.
Yes. That's so cool.
But you can't speak to us when you're in toad form,
I
correct?
No, we
can
cannot.
stick my tongue out.
Okay.
Blink your left eye for yes, your right eye for no.
Then we have to
Blink
run
both
around
eyes
to
at the
each
same
side
time.
of him.
You can just nod his head.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
really
Nods his head. Yes. Great. So I'm going to take the toad into the water and start swimming.
Make a strength saving throw.
Just keep swimming.
A strength saving throw.
Yep. These are rapids, dude.
As a toad, you have +2.
I know. I've got a whole 17.
Okay. You do feel the currents work very hard to kind of take you down downriver, but you are able to kind of find a way to kind of shift and move normally. But I will say this is rough swimming terrain, so your swim speed is halved.
Cool. So my swim speed is now the same as my walk speed. Excellent. But I can breathe underwater. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
So I will move that way.
Okay. So you guys see as Krakus, Toad Krakus, Crocus works his way down the river at a fairly slow pace. You do see that the current is buffeting him pretty heavily, and he's having to use his sticky fingers to kind of grip onto each rock and move forward, as opposed to really being able to just swim in the heavy current. Do you guys follow alongside, or?
Avier's not getting in the water.
Well, you don't have to get in the water.
Oh, well then I'll just follow alongside on the bank.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. I was only half listening, to be honest. I had to grab some food.
Okay. So everyone that is walking alongside the river, please roll some dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Basically, I'm just your insurance policy.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
What is my... Oh. Adian rolls a 19 as well. So I
16.
heard a 16. Was that
Uh-huh.
you? Okay. And then a 19 from Avier, was it a 20 from Eve?
Yes.
And Leaf, what was yours?
17.
17? So all of you are able to pretty easily move alongside the river. One swing as you're walking, one of your you do step on a rock that has had some slight mossy algae like growth on it, and slip a little bit, but are able to kind of um, steady yourself and continue walking along the river. You guys get, I would say, about half of your movement speed as well as you're trying to kind of traverse safely alongside the river. So keeping fairly decent pace. You do notice that Adian's kind of able to skirt around you guys and work his way forward and completely keep up with Crocus. And if you would like, you can make another survival check, Avier. And
At
one swing.
advantage.
Yeah, there you go.
$16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you are working forward, you kind of see the same kind of movements where the footsteps are actually going into the water, even though it's moving as quickly as it is, for a few feet, and then kind of stepping out, and then in and out along your walk forward. You notice that Adian and Krakus are kind of getting a little farther ahead than you guys, but there is a point where it looks like the trail and evidence of Aelin disappears.
Can I tell how old these footsteps are? Like how long ago were they made?
Um,
Can I tell that with a 16?
with a 16, I would say you can gather from the fact that the town was attacked around this time yesterday that they are probably about a day old. But I would say you get that more from your passive insight of knowing what is going on around you, not necessarily from being able to look at the tracks themselves. Not with a 16, at least.
Okay, well I'm gonna let them know that that she no longer stepped on land after this point.
Adian comes to a complete stop and turns around, and as he goes to turn around, he slips and falls directly into the river. At his movement speed, he is actually right next to where you are, Krakus.
I would like to try and grab him with my mouth.
Okay, roll an attack,
Okay.
and I'll say
Obviously.
at advantage, because
Yeah,
he's going to let you try to save him.
got it. Smart. Where's my character sheet? There's my character sheet. You know, the little things. There's a 17 plus 4 to hit.
Yes. So as he falls into the water, you see him kind of reach out into your direction. You open your mouth, wrap your toady tongue around his forearm, and pull him close to you. And he is just half in your mouth, being buffeted by the river water. Are you going to attempt to move him out of the water?
I will. Yes, I
Okay.
will do a standing leap, so I can jump up to 10 feet without a running start.
Um,
A boing.
I assume your feet probably need to be touching some semblance of ground to do a standing leap,
Details.
and you're in the water.
Push off the water, man. It's fine.
I'll give you just because you are amphibious. I'll give you advantage on your strength check.
Great.
So I'll say a strength saving throw. No, strength check to get him out of the
Check.
water.
Got it. Understood. You said advantage?
Yes.
Thank God. It's still not much better. In fact, it's worse. So the first one was a 6 plus 2, because I'm a toad. So 8.
Okay, so you guys see as Krakus catches Adian with his mouth, attempt to start moving towards the shore, and as he does, his one of his legs kind of slips off of one of the rocks that it was kind of propped against to keep him in place, and they start careening down the river.
Am I close enough to throw a rope?
You can certainly try.
Okay. What am I rolling for? Roll for yeet.
Roll for yeet. I would say roll like an unarmed attack at actually no, roll a dexterity check against the toad's AC.
15.
Yeah, it's an 11.
Um, so you throw the rope out and kind of lasso it onto the turtle's mouth.
Toad.
Toad. I don't know why I said turtle. The toad's mouth. Um,
Because critical rolls back, you're thinking of Orly.
yeah, I must be. Getting a good grip, and then as they continue going downstream at an incredibly fast speed, I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
This is what I was hoping for.
You don't get thrown into the water too.
Well, no, if there's one thing I'm good at, guys,
Rolls a natural 1.
Ah.
it's actually an 18 plus 8.
Okay. Yes, so you are able to kind of dig your feet into the rocky ground around the river, and you feel a jolt across your body, but you're able to just kind of hold the rope in and start pulling them in towards you. And I would say it takes probably about 30 seconds to reel them in. And
The most extreme game of tug of war.
you're literally playing tug of war against nature.
Yep.
And as he gets onto the shore, Adian kind of looks up, and his turquoise and gold eyes like shining bright in your face, saying, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, both of you. You haven't known me long, and you saved me."
That's kind of what we do.
I apologize for you deciding to fall backwards onto my sword.
No need to apologize.
I know. And he looks back at Avir and says, "Did you say her trail went cold?
Yep.
From here?
Yep.
So this is going to sound crazy, is it at all possible that what just happened to me happened to her, or are we
I mean,
thinking?
that seems pretty likely.
And you start to see him like visually shivering as the river here is very very cold. Um, and Krakus, you would be noticing this as well, finally getting out of the water, being this far north. This is a cold fucking river. Um,
So like bath temperature for one swing.
it would be approaching uncomfortable-ish to you, but you could definitely kind of sit in it and feel refreshed. Say more like a refreshing swimming pool temperature for one swing.
There we go. There's no way. Avir, can you? I mean, I know it's kind of far, but can you see if there's like maybe she got across? What if she just cut across the river here? I know that it's strong, but she got this far.
Well, is Krakus a high enough level to have a fly speed yet? Can he get turned into a bird and go check?
Bacchus is going to lick his eyeball and sort of shake his head no.
Okay, all right.
It's brilliant.
The river itself is about 20 feet wide.
So
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Can I roll a survival check to see if I notice anything on the other side?
with advantage, 'cause I can help.
I was
Or
actually
investigation?
going
jump
to
to the other side.
go ahead and roll a survival check at disadvantage, but I guess at advantage with one swing helping you. So straight roll.
Okay, it was an 18.
An 18. From this distance, you don't see a whole lot of movement over there. But as you are looking, you see the massive toad form of Krakus just from sitting right next to you, leap straight across the river and land on the other side.
Or
And
we could just do that.
I'm
Also
gonna
works.
start investigating from actually on the other side.
Okay, go ahead and roll and invest. Are you staying as Toad?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Oh, you keep your smart.
Investigation.
Yeah, Moon. He keeps
Right.
his brain.
That's
Investo.
yes, invest
Give me just-
Toadgation.
Oh, dude.
Hello.
We're here.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
16. 16. As you look around the side of the river, you don't see anything that looks as though a person, humanoid, was able to kind of climb their way over to this side.
I'm going to lick my eye and shake my head. Nope.
All right. Well, she either fell in or turned into a bird.
To which Adian says, unless she just recently learned to do that part, I don't think she turned into a bird.
So, are we jumping in and going downriver?
No.
I don't know that I would particularly recommend jumping into the river. And as you look down, one swing, make a perception check.
13.
13. The river is moving very quickly. But you feel like it's not really moving that quickly, is it? Can't possibly be. You could swim in this.
Avir, high or low?
Hi.
One swing does not jump in.
All right.
Thank God.
Uh, Adian kind of follows your gaze downriver and points ahead, and it's like, as you can see, the rapids get much rougher the farther downstream we get, and there are a lot more rocks and stones and all of that, and it goes straight out to the North Sea. I don't know what to do. He kind of like looks down and starts muttering to himself, I failed her. This was the one thing that I was meant to do with my life, was to protect her, and I failed.
You didn't fail yet. She still might be alive somewhere.
Do you see what that river looks like down there?
Yeah, maybe
Oh
she
yeah,
got
so let's just give up. Let's just fucking give up and I'll go home. Is that better? Is that a better solution? You want
I
to keep
can't go
wallowing in
home.
self-pity, or do you want to actually continue looking, just in case?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I just like to say that the toad is like giggling on the other side, hearing this. Just thinks it's hysterical.
Did you say that's persuasion, not intimidation? I wasn't sure because I was kind of angry. I'll roll persuasion. That's fine. They're both. Oh, rolled a natural one, so he doesn't give two shits.
He hears you, but he's. You can definitely tell that he is definitely in quite a bit of distress. So while he hears you, he's not really listening. But
Xavier wants to slap him.
okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
What is wrong with you guys?
I'll say at advantage since this is a surprise.
Okay, 18.
18 just hits.
Yes.
What
And
is this dude's armor?
I do 0 damage, by the way. With an
literally
unarmed
just
strike,
said
so
it just hit.
it does no damage. I don't do damage with unarmed attacks, so suck it.
So you just kind of see him start pacing, panic filling his eyes, and you slap him, and he kind of stops for a second and looks straight into your eyes.
Oh no! Don't do
And
that.
He kind of
Remember,
like
yes.
he takes a second. He's like, "Wait a minute."
Avery's gonna turn around. She's done looking at him. She's walking around, going, "Oh, well, maybe this way," and she's just gonna start walking.
You have her eyes. You have our eyes. Who are you?
I'm the person trying to help you find your niece, whatever she is. Let's go, cousin. I don't care. Let's go.
Nobody else has these eyes.
I don't know what that means. Everyone has eyes. Let's go.
Go ahead and roll another persuasion check.
God damn it.
Fail,
Can I-
fail.
6.
Yes.
6? I don't know what you're trying to hide, but
I would also like to point out that I never told him my name. That never came up.
No?
I know.
Okay.
He
Oh,
did
we
just
said
ask
your
who
name.
you are.
I'm a half elf.
Okay. Well, I don't. This can be discussed later. We do need to find my cousin.
Yep. Let's go.
If she fell into the water, obviously she would have headed downriver. I guess we should maybe continue going in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
How wide did you say the river was?
About 20 feet.
There are trees on the other side of the river?
Yes, there are trees on either side of the river currently.
About how far
Crackus, why
apart
don't you
are they?
stay? Oh, sorry.
How far apart are the trees?
Yeah.
This is still Oakwald Forest. I would say, I guess roughly
Less than 60 feet.
Yes, less than 60 feet apart.
Cool. I'm going to drop out of Toad and go into Stag.
Okay. You guys see as Krakus turns back into himself, and then as he starts walking forward, you're still on the other side of the river. You're aware of this, right?
Very.
What?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very aware of that fact.
Just wanted to make sure. So you guys see as he's walking along the other side of the river, massive antlers sprout from his head, and he kind of falls forward and turns into a stag that looks very similar to the Lord of the North, albeit a little smaller, and no flaming crown. And as you guys are continuing to work your way along, like right along the river, or are you moving off of the river to continue walking?
I think we should get just out of the way of having it slow us, probably.
I would like to try and talk to one of the trees.
Commune with the tree.
Okay.
And in this form, I can communicate with them as if they shared a language.
Yep.
Aw.
I'm going to ask the tree if they've seen any, using whatever description I have of the elven girl fallen into the river.
So right at that point of the river, you do hear of the tree kind of move a little bit. You hear a little bit of creaking and hear, well, there was a girl about 10 hours ago who was taken by the river.
With the current?
Yes.
All right. And I thank you for that information. It is very, very helpful. And then I'm going to use my tree stride ability to go into the tree that I just talked to and come out of a tree on the other side of the river.
All right, you guys see Krakus kind of move towards one of the trees, and you hear something coming from him, but it doesn't. None of you are particularly able to understand what is happening, and then all of a sudden, the tree in front of him opens as though there is a door, and he walks straight through it, and then. Go ahead and roll perception checks.
Ooh,
19.
13.
15.
19, 13, 15. One swing, Avier. Leaf, what was your roll? Do, 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 do. So, One Swing and Avier are able to turn and see Krakus, another tree with a doorway appear as the stag walks out of it, kind of shaking its head as it gets through, having to angle those antlers through the doorway.
What the shit?
Where did he go?
Right there.
He rotates. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Womp womp. So you guys step away from the riverbank itself a little bit, and do you could what are you doing, Krakus?
At this point, I guess I have to go out of this form to explain what I've learned from the trees.
Yep.
You talk to trees now?
Hey, man, I've been talking to trees for a while now. I can understand them with the help of that particular animal. It's very nice. But yeah. hmm Y'all don't talk to trees?
No.
I can't say that I've ever talked to a tree.
My
Well,
name literally comes from killing a tree.
yeah, we're gonna move past that.
Um, you guys are heading down the river, and let's go ahead and get me a marching order again.
I'll stay toward the front.
Okay.
Same.
At all.
So Aviar one swing, and then we'll say Adian right behind. Eve
Practice.
is Leaf back yet?
I haven't heard him talk in probably 30 minutes.
Monkey.
I've heard him.
I've,
Thank you for writing Aiden the correct way so I can spell it right in my notes.
no problem. Here's
There's
his.
so many names I've just been guessing this whole entire
Here,
time.
I'll even write his last. Nope, that's Eve.
Ah!
And then we're gonna say Leaf Tristan because I only mildly forgot that Tristan was here. And is that everyone? That's everyone. That's everyone.
In our discussion about this short rest,
Yeah, you guys. If you guys are wanting to kind of move off of the river and take a brief rest and burn an hour, that'd work.
I just want us to establish a plan, and if we wait a second, I can be an animal again, and that could be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, we should. Let's do that. We'll take a quick break. She's already been down this river for 10 hours. It's not going to make a difference if we wait an hour.
Yeah.
Ben, if you make it important that we took this short rest, I'm going to be very angry with you. Just so you're aware. I'm going to throw that out there. If we kill her with this short rest, you know what? It'll all be Krakus' fault anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. I mean, clearly.
I'm gonna use one of my hit die during this short rest.
Yeah, go for it.
Does it heal me?
Yeah. The effects of what was ailing you seems to have dissipated. As it only lasts a minute.
Ah. I'm gonna sit down next to my new friend.
Adian looks over and she was like,
It's 2.
"Thank you. Hello."
Hello. And I kind of gesture for him to come down so I can whisper to him.
Okay. He crouches down towards your level.
So, I don't know her last name, but her first name's Aviar.
He looks over at you and says, "Ah, I see. Well, I can't say that I know any aviars, but I appreciate it.
Of course.
It's always good to know who you're traveling with." And then, Aviar, just as a reminder of things that you have at your disposal, you have
Oh, no.
this red amulet.
Yeah, I have
And the
purposefully not
witch's-
told anyone about it yet.
I'm more just making sure that you didn't forget to put it in your inventory.
No, I wrote it down.
Cool.
I always forget to do it in D&D Beyond, but I wrote it down in my notes.
I gotcha.
So the broom we haven't talked about since last time, but you said I needed to wait for another long rest to deal with that, right?
You need to take some time to study to learn how to transpose your name from your name to word marks.
Cool. I'm gonna use this short rest to do that then.
Okay. So if you're doing that, I'm going to say you would have to forego the use of any hit die.
That's
which-
fine. I don't need them.
Okay.
I'm the only one that got hurt.
Well, I took 1 point of damage, but that's it.
Okay. So, you wanting to utilize any other things at your disposal to start working on this research?
Well, that book that we found would be dope
Okay.
to use.
Yeah. As you open the book, and I would say you can spend the hour reading through it. Mark off that you've read this book for an hour. I would say it'll take about 6 hours to finish the book entirely. But what you do learn is that some things that you knew already. Word magic has been around longer than any recorded history of the magic that you are familiar with. And that it's always been something that's been a words that that have power, and those there have always been those. Everyone has been able to, or back then, everyone was able to read and write using word marks. It wasn't until about, according to this book, about 4,000 years ago, that people of Erilea had started discovering that there were some beings that were able to influence the word marks, reach into some arcane power, and get the word marks to do what they say they do, such as open for a lock. You've also seen that heavy enchantments have been made with it, usually at a great cost to the enchanter's life force, usually leaving them incapacitated for a short amount of time afterwards. I would say reading this book, you learn the word open obviously comes up, as does the word lock. So you could definitely learn the word lock as well.
Sweet.
And that is what is essentially you're able to finish during this period of a short rest.
Dope.
Anyone else attempting to have any conversations or do anything during this short rest?
I'm napping on a rock.
Napping on a rock. Alrighty. You guys hear the familiar of one swing on the rock, and Adian kind of leans over to you, Eve, and is like, "Does he always sleep like that?"
Yes, I would think so. He likes laying on rocks for some reason.
Okay. Well, to each their own, I guess. And you guys complete your long rest, and I would assume that Leaf is still AFK?
When will Monkey return from the war?
Oh no.
Everybody at him at once. Like a bunch of times.
All right. So you guys finish your long rest, or short rest, not a long rest, very short rest, an hour. What would you like to do now?
Do we keep going?
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. As
Do you want me in the water or on the shore, y'all?
Just stay on the shore for now, I think. Keep your wild shape for if we have to fight.
Cool. Cool.
Alrighty. You guys maintaining your previous marching order, I assume?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Are you guys keeping an eye out for things, or are we continuing to try to find a trail for Aelin?
Well, I'm going to focus my effort on finding some sort of evidence of her having been either on the shore or toward the edge of the water where I can see.
Okay.
Same.
Keeping a safe distance from the water itself, or are you walking along the banks again?
No, I'm going to keep a safe distance. I won't make it if I have to do a strength check.
That's fine. Alrighty. So go ahead and you two can do your survival check-in.
You can have an advantage.
Thank God for advantage. Oh, nope. That's a 10. Bad all around.
As you are working your way forward, you don't notice any sign of anyone coming out of the water on the side of the river. But as you guys continue working your way forward, you do hear this slight.
Oh. Don't love that.
And out of the tree line, you see another one of those almost bat-like creatures come out of the tree line, flanked by two on either side. I'm going to have you guys roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh, that's cocked.
Okay. So, does someone want to roll for Tristan? Do you still have his character sheet available to you, Emily?
yeah. Give me 1 second.
If you could potentially do just NPC Tristan during this, I will do
Yeah.
Leaf and Adian.
Oh, for some reason it won't let me open his character sheet.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Okay.
And he's not leveled up.
No, he is not. So Tristan is going to see this and kind of hang off to the sidelines a little bit, as I do not want to accidentally kill someone while they're not here. So real quick, what was Dex? Ooh, nice initiative roll. This will be for Leaf. Oh no! What is your freaking thing, Leaf?
Okay.
Yeah, what happened? It says he's
I don't know.
away now on Discord.
Do we think he died?
Did he maybe
Oh.
lose internet?
But
Maybe, but
Oh, yeah, it would have shown him offline.
monkey.
Let's see, can I get into Monkey's character sheet? I'll play him.
If you can get into his sheet, it'd be even better.
Do we know where Monkey's at?
Of course not.
No.
Of course he also has his set to private.
Alrighty. Monkey's initiative bonus is plus tree. Okay. So that is a 16 for Leaf. And now let's just make my life great and do another one of these for Tristan. Ooh, rolled natural 18 for Tristan. And I got to look at his initiative bonus as well. Also plus 3, so 21. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Alrighty.
Better than me.
One swing?
11.
Okay. Avier?
Slurpee time.
17.
17. Nice. And Eve?
5.
Oh, goodness. Ooh, I need to
Jesus
roll for
Christ.
Adian as well.
Look at
Oh,
the
boy.
cost. I would have had a 10.
It's okay.
No.
Adian rolled a 9. And I said... okay. So, top of initiative is going to be Tristan.
Oh, good.
who is going to look out and see these creatures, and just say, well, that looks like the same thing that we fought before. Hey, One Swing, let me help you out a little bit. And he mutters a few words, and you start to see this misty shield start to form around you. One Swing, and you get a +2 to your AC. And then immediately after, you see pink energy coalesce around Tristan's hand as he fires off an eldritch blast at the middle creature. But I don't believe that's going to hit. 6 + 6. What are these things? AC? It does not hit, but it goes into one of the trees instead. Which brings us to the
Ben, quick question.
Yo.
Are you treating him as if he's technically level 5, or are you just going to treat him as level 4?
I am going to treat him as level 4 because that's what's in here.
Okay. I was just going to say, with the Eldritch Blast, he'd get 2 at level 5.
I gotcha. Except he's not a warlock. That's magic initiate.
Yeah, but it would
still
still get 2 attacks because it's at each level, like at specific levels, you get more attacks.
I gotcha. Cool. Thanks for the heads up. That brings us to their turn because they rolled really high on initiative. So they are going to let's see, what was our marching order here? They are going to 2 of them are going to attack Avir and One Swing. The first attack being against One Swing is a nat 20. We'll get to that, and then the attack on Avir is a 4. Hold up. Oh, that's right. They get 2 attacks though. So the first one that tries to bite at One Swing bites real hard into his armor, and that's 2 of these guys. 25 points of piercing damage. One Swing.
Stone's Endurance.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll some of that damage off.
I've been had to use this in a long time.
I think since the last time you guys fought one of these.
Oh, that is an 11 + 2, so 13. How much damage did you say it was?
25. And that was the crit. So the claw attack against you, One Swing, is a...
Wasn't it a 4?
That was against me.
That was the bite against Avir. The Talon attack against you, One Swing, is an 11. And the Talon attack against you, Avir, is a 14.
That hits.
That hits. 12 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And then the third one is going to run towards Adian, and is going to lift its head into the air and let out a horrific screech. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Fuck yeah. 21.
21 succeeds.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Succeeds.
17.
Succeeds.
11.
Fails. Oh wow, Adian just succeeds. And Tristan. Okay, and Leaf. Leaf rolls a natural 20 as well, and Tristan rolls a 17. So everyone, you're able to kind of shrug off the screech. Krakus, as the screech kind of enters your ears, there's just a loud ringing, and it completely rattles your brain, and you are stunned currently. And that is going to end their turn and bring us to Avir.
Am I within, like how close am I to whoever just attacked me? Like within 5 feet? Like
you
right
are
up
within
against them?
5 feet, yes.
God damn it. Okay. Fuck it. I'm going to scorching ray. No, I'm not.
Real
I'm
quick,
gonna-
I'm just going to give you a friendly reminder, because I am a generous DM. The last time that you fought these, you recall that a lot of
Oh, right, they were
magical
immune to-
effects were not
Yeah.
that they were immune to them, but they did have a vulnerability to fire magic.
They had invulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna smack this dude in the face with some scorching rays.
Okay, that's a ranged spell attack, correct?
Yes. Am I at
Okay.
disadvantage? since
You
I'm
are
right
at
up against him?
disadvantage because you are right up against him.
I mean, everything I have is a ranged spell attack, so
You could attempt to get away.
can I disengage?
That would be an action. So you would only have the ability to do a bonus action.
Right. So could I like disengage and move? Or...
Yes, you can disengage and move. You just would not be able to cast Scorching Rays then.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should do that instead.
Okay.
I'm pretty squishy, and I just took a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and move the full distance of my movement away.
Which direction are you going? Towards the trees or behind the party?
Yeah, toward the rest of the party.
Okay. So you go 30 feet back. You're about now 20 feet away from where Krakus is. And as you go past him, you kind of see him shaking a little bit, just staring directly at the Ilkin or the creature who screeched.
Right. Okay.
And that brings us to fucking Leaf's turn.
Hey.
Leaf is going to use his bonus action to try to hide.
How did you get his character sheet?
I don't have his character sheet. Ben has it, but I can help. I'll help Ben do this stuff so he doesn't feel like he's playing against himself.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, that's fair.
Thank you. Just as a friendly reminder, he could potentially get into fighting against someone that is already in melee combat without having to hide and use his offhand attack.
There's not a map. It's hard for me to tell. So yes, I've
No,
been
no,
back
I'm
and forth.
Sorry.
Okay, and if he can get in flanking, he will get in flanking and stabby stab.
Okay. So first,
His sneak attack.
is he going to go up against the one next to Adian or the one of the two next to you, One Swing?
I'm going to say whatever is closer.
Okay, so he's going to attack the one near Adian. So first attack with the rapier is going to be
It's a natural 19. I don't have a sheet, so you say
19 plus 6 is going to definitely hit. I'm just going to use D&D Beyond's rapier thing. Oh, wait. Could you do me a favor and roll whatever his fucking sneak attack is? 3d6.
3d6 plus
3d6.
his weapon.
I already did his weapon. His weapon is 9. So
6,
9
10,
plus
14.
14. And okay, 14 points of slashing damage. And then if you could roll another attack for him, and then
17.
17 plus 6 is 23. And roll a d4 plus 3.
7 damage. Next.
Nice. Nice.
And One Swing's gonna roll shit now.
Yep. And 7. And you guys see Leaf rush around to the other side of Adian, slash at the back against some of the wings, and then jab into its back with his dagger. It lets out another kind of yelp as he takes the damage, and he's Getting a little angry. Which brings us to one swing. Fucking Tristan's on deck. Okay, cool. No, not Tristan. Adian.
Indian.
Yeah, it's gonna.
You said there's 2 in front of me?
There are 2 in front of you because Avier was just absolutely 100% pieced out from you.
Word. I'm going to Demon Rage.
Bring it on.
And then whatever the one that attacked me, that's going to be the one I attack first.
Okay.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
12.
12 points of damage. Nice. Just to, yeah, okay. What kind of damage is it?
It is slashing.
Okay.
And
Oh, right.
I'm
yeah,
not at the level where I get 2 attacks yet, correct? That's like
Let's
6
do
or
that.
7.
Wait, for a fighter?
Yeah.
What does your
Okay.
character sheet say? Because it should say you get 2 attacks.
Extra attack. I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was level 5.
So did I. I just didn't see it at first. It's all the way at the bottom. I thought it was going to be like with all my stuff. All right, then I'll swing again at the same one.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll your attack, sir.
15 to hit.
15 just hits.
And for everybody's, just want to know, that was a natural 6 I rolled.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. 5, 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice. Look, you did 1 point more damage to yours than Leaf did to his, so good job, buddy.
Oh, yes.
You guys see some dark energy kind of coalesce around one swing as he takes 2 massive slices with his great sword against this Ilkin, opening some cuts along the chest, and you start to see a head protrude from the chest itself, ever so slightly.
About this. Oh.
Okay.
Which brings us to Adian's turn. He is going to pull his weapon and let out a scream, just going "Ah!" as he is going to rage and take his first attack against the guy in front of him, which is going to be at advantage since he is flanking with Leaf, which is good because that was a 15 exactly, and is going to cool natural 1 plus 3 plus what is it 2, so 6 points of slashing damage to that one in the back. And that is going to end his turn, which brings us to Krakus. You are stunned. And that brings us to Eve.
Okay. So I'm going to peek out in front. And so can I see the 2 that are on one swing?
Yeah, you could potentially move out a little bit to get an angle at either of the ones attacking one swing.
I will. And then I will use my bonus action to cast Hex on the one he hasn't attacked.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot my 2 Eldritch Blasts.
As a warlock does.
Warlock
Also
does.
at the hexed one, I assume. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
That 21. No, yeah, 21.
21? 21 hits.
And then where the hell's my D10?
I don't roll those often, and I had to roll them yesterday. And I was like,
Okay.
oh shit.
All right. So that's a D10 plus 5 plus my hex die. So put that there. So, ooh, okay. So that's 9 plus 5 plus 4.
9 plus
9
5
plus
plus 4, 18.
Yes.
18 points of damage. And that's force damage. So you're good. So you see this pinkish, purplish, glittering energy fly right into the other creature next to you, one swing, as it goes. And it's also looking quite angry. And
Attack number
yeah,
is 25.
25
Okay.
hits.
And then that's a 7 on that die. This die is a 4, so 11 plus 5 is 16.
Nice. So one swing, you're just like really happy at the amount of damage that you've done to your creature. You kind of look over and you see Leaf slicing up the creature next to him, and then two massive balls of glittering energy hammer into the creature next to you, just blasting him backwards, breaking his kind of almost rotted flesh off of his chest, and you see the top of a head and a pointed ear. Inside this one. And that brings us to the top of initiative, which is Tristan. He is going to see Avir and head over to her. Oh wait, that is Adian. I need Tristan's sheet. And is going to cast Cure Wounds.
Yay.
That is 7 points of healing.
Yay.
And that ends his turn and brings us to the Ilkin's turn. One swing.
Yes.
You are about to take 4 attacks. First 2 are going to be the bites. Natural 18 plus 6 for one bite. The other one bites at a natural 10 plus 6. So a 24 and a 16.
24 hits.
Okay. And that... okay, that one's the D6s. That is going to be 13 points of piercing damage. And then their slash attacks, another 24 and a 9. So I assume the 24 hits and the 9 does not.
Correct. How much was the first bite attack?
It was
Damage-wise? Did you
13.
roll damage yet?
13. Yes, it was 13. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, I don't remember, but I didn't move my D6s, so. And then the bite or the talon is going to be 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the other one is going to make its attacks against Adian. The first one is a 26. I'm rolling 18s like crazy. And the second one's an 11. The bite hits, which... oh my god, I'm rolling crazy on these fucking D6s too. 11 plus 3 is 14 points of piercing damage. As you see the creature in front of Adian reach down and bite onto his arm. And... he kind of lets out a shriek of pain. Oh wait, he's raging, so that's halved. Right?
It is halved. Yes.
Okay.
You are correct.
How much damage did I just do? 14, so 7. Okay. Rock on.
This is great. Thank you, Benpai.
What's that?
I said, this is great. You just introduced a barbarian to us. This is great. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. I'm here to help you. Which brings us to Avir with Leaf and one
Alright.
swing on deck.
Whichever one looks like it's taken the most damage, I'm a scorch and ray it first.
Okay, that would be the one that Eve attacked. Little girl showing up the fighter and the rogue.
Okay, the first one's a 20 to hit,
20 hits.
and it takes 8 fire damage.
So 16 points of fire damage as the flesh just starts to continue to melt away. And where you saw Furbolg mutated into your previous ones, here you see an elf. One swing.
Oh,
But it's still alive.
they don't discriminate.
Oh no, it's definitely. I mean, you can check afterwards. You can't really tell.
No,
from
no,
here.
I mean the.
The creature is still alive.
the
Yes,
creature's still
it's
alive,
looking
yeah.
rough.
Okay,
A little
17
bloody.
to hit.
17 hits.
6 fire damage.
So 12 points of fire damage. Alrighty.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going on the same one if it's still alive.
It's still alive. These guys have 100 HP each.
Jesus, 14 to hit.
14 just misses. So you guys see 2 rays of fire energy blast into the side of the creature on One Swing's right as its rotted flesh starts to just melt away, revealing this half elf underneath, or this elf underneath. And the third one just kind of flies past the creature and into the river itself, fizzling out.
And I have one more because I'm casting it as a 3rd level spell.
Go for it.
Oh god, 18 plus 7, that's a...
Yeah, that hits. 25.
Yeah, 25. I can do math. 5 fire damage.
5, so 10 points of fire damage. It's looking pretty hurt. This one just being absolutely pelted nonstop by the magic users in the party. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okie doke. And that brings us to Leaf.
Leaf is still flanking with ADN, correct?
Correct.
Stab.
Okay. Rapier plus 6.
That is a 15 exactly.
15 just hits.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me a d8 and 3d6 and add 3.
$17. What did you say I add?
3.
20.
20? Alrighty, nice.
And then for his offhand, that misses. That's a natural 4.
Alrighty. So you see Leaf go to slash across the other wing, and as he does, brings his dagger forward, but the creature's kind of gotten a little wise to how he moves, so just is able to move right out of the way, with Leaf missing. And that brings us to One Swing.
One Swing is going to take his first swing at the one that's been battered and bruised by the other people on his squad.
Okie doke.
$16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
$13.
13 points of damage. Nice. It's as you swing down, you kind of bisect his chest a little further, revealing more of the previous form that this creature once was. It's looking really hurt, but it is still standing.
All right, so my second attack will go against him as well.
Okey-doke.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 15 damage.
Ooh. still standing, you take your great sword and swing back up across one of his shins as it lets out another blood-curdling screech. It's limping a little bit, and it's looking very hurt.
All right. As my bonus action for this turn, I'm going to use Second Wind.
Okie doke.
Try to get some H pizzle back.
Okie doke. And
It's 11. And then I am also going to action surge
go for it.
and take one more swing at the one who looks like he's rough.
Okie doke.
It's a 9 plus. It's 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
12, 17.
That as one swing swipes up across one of the legs, he brings his great sword down right across the neck, and the weight of the great sword itself, coupled with how massive these creatures are, just makes it collapse to the ground right in front of him, unconscious.
And that finally ends my turn.
Rock on.
I blew everything.
Good. There's still two left. One of them staring directly at you, very angry that one of its friends is gone. Adian is going to use his actions. Wait a second. I just want to. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so he's going to take another swing with his longa sword. Oh, that is a dirty 20. And that is going to be a d10, because I never get to freaking roll d10s. I'm not rolling well on these d10s, though. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus a d6. Ooh, but that's a 6. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So you guys see as he swings his sword at the creature this time, he lets out a yell, and as he yells, his sword burns bright with radiant energy, and he slashes up through the creature, dealing... Oh my god, I already forgot what I was supposed to deal. 2 plus 2 plus 4, right? No, 2 plus 2 plus 3? 7 plus 9.
Pretty sure you said 4.
Okay, 2 plus 2 plus 4. 8 plus 9. 17. We did it, guys.
We got there.
We got there. As this one starts to look a little bloody, pretty bloody as well. And that ends his turn and brings us to Krakus. The effects of the stun wore off at the end of their last turn. So
I was
sorry.
going to say I don't have to do a save or anything. That's
No.
good to know. Then I would like to, first off, use an action to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Where are you casting the flaming sphere?
So it would be hitting one of the things that are attacking my friends.
Okay, so the one nearest you is the one fighting Adian and Leaf. It's also the
Okay.
one that looks the roughest currently.
Then I can do it within 60 feet, so I'd do one that is a little further away.
Okay, the one about 15 feet in front of you fighting one swing then is where you're putting it? Okay.
Yep.
And is that a save on their turn, or is that something now? I know we talked about this before.
It is.
And I
It
forgot.
is. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Are you attempting to place it to where one swing does not have to make said dexterity saving throw?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
That is cast there. that is my action. As a bonus action, I would like to turn into a stag of Terracin.
Alrighty. You guys see this flaming ball appear right behind the other creature next to you, one swing. And as you do, you hear a as Krakus turns into the massive stag right next to you guys, kind of pushing a couple of you out of the way and coming face to face with.
Yeah, I would have started to move to try and move away from them to be in melee now with the one that I just cast the flaming sphere next to.
Okay. To move towards that, you would go past the other creature fighting Adian and Leaf. You could.
All right, then I'll just get in melee with that creature.
Okie doke. All right, and that ends your turn?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty then. That brings us to you, Eve.
So the one the one that was killed, was that the one with or without the hex on
With
it?
the hex.
That was with the hex, yes.
With the hex? So bonus action, I transfer the hex over to this guy.
The one also near one swing, or the one? Okay.
I want to protect my friend. And then I'll do my 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Alrighty.
16.
16 hits.
Okay, so that's one of these guys and one of these guys. That's 9 plus 5, which is 14.
14 points of... Wait, is that with your hex damage as well?
Yeah, I got a 1 on that time.
Alrighty. 14 points of force damage as one of those blasts of sparkling energy blasts into it. Blast, 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 blast.
So anyway, I walked in and I started blasting.
Yeah.
And I started blasting. And then blast number 2 is gonna be a 15.
15 just hits.
Okay. Damage. 8 plus 5, which is 13.
13. Nice. It's looking a little beat up. Some of the flesh kind of battered away, and you again see another half-elven form inside.
And that's all I can do. So, and my turn.
All right. Which brings us to Tristan again. What did I have Tristan do last turn? I don't even fucking remember.
He healed me last turn. He should probably
Aether.
heal. He should probably heal one swing this time.
Yeah, he can't really get to one swing without
Say-
going...
I also don't think Tristan would run up to heal me.
No, I don't think so
That's
either.
probably true.
I think Tristan would probably... oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Gosh.
I believe. Okay, we're gonna say 1 to 2 is melee attack. 3-4 is a spell attack, and 5-6 is healing Avier again. A 6.
I don't need more healing. Heal one swing.
He can't get to one swing.
Okay, I mean, sure. I'm not that hurt though.
Okay.
I was. I'm not anymore.
Then you know what? He's gonna Eldritch Blast
That's probably a better use of his.
Against him, and it's a natural 1. Perfect. So all that argument for nothing.
Does he hit me, or are you not doing that mechanic?
I'm not doing that mechanic.
Okay.
I'm not that. I won't be that mean.
I do that in my GM game.
That's
I love it. It's my favorite thing.
these things are pretty tough to begin with. I don't want to.
Kill the tank.
They're a
Yeah.
nicer DM than me.
Yeah, well, they exist. But
Hey,
as
the tank is right here. Thank you very much.
The blast of eldritch energy just goes way past them, and that brings us to their turn, which means I get to do things that I was actually prepared to do. A natural 4, so a 10 against you one swing, and then an 18 for the slash attack.
18 total.
18 total, yes.
That misses.
An 18 misses?
Tristan gave me the +2 to my AC.
Damn it, Tristan!
Oh no!
And the other one is going to attack at Adian with the bite, which is a natural 18 plus 6, so that's going to hit. And then the slashing is a dirty 20, so that's going to hit. The bite is going to be 13 points of damage, halved, which is 7. And then the bite is, or the slash is 2, 10, 13 points again, so 7 again. Man, raging is kind of awesome.
Yeah. That's why I'm happy you introduced a barbarian, because at one point in time, I don't have any more levels to take with this fighter. And I have to take something else. So barbarian sounds great.
Monkey lives!
Monkey, you're alive?
Well, he sent us a message. I don't think he's back.
Yeah. Which brings us to Avir's.
Heyo.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with what works, and I'm gonna Scorching Ray. One of them.
What level?
The one.
I'm going to make you say it ahead of time. What level of spell?
Oh, second level. So
Second
just
level?
3 rays.
Okie doke. The one near one swing or the one near Adian?
Let's go with the one at one swing right now.
All right.
Also, I would like to point out I had already clicked cast on here, so I had already
No,
held
that's
myself accountable for third
that's
level
fine.
last time.
No. I'm more saying it for my own mental note to say, hey Ben, don't forget to make sure they tell you this.
Okay, yeah, I will tell you ahead of time which level. So it'll be 3 rays.
Perfect.
The first one is a natural 1.
Nice.
Glad you aren't doing that mechanic. Glad you're a nice DM. The second one is a natural 20. So
Nice.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
And we're doing roll damage twice, right?
Double whatever you roll.
God, no, make it roll twice.
It's double whatever you roll.
Okay, well, then that's a total of 8 damage. I got
God.
a 2 and a 1.
Ow. Okay, so 16 points of damage. I just popped my hip.
Oh,
I just caught it.
I thought you were just RPing.
Ow.
This demonic bat's like, oh god,
my hip.
Okay, then the last one's an 25 to hit. Natural 18.
25 hits.
And that's 8 points of fire damage.
Another 16 points of fire damage. Your crit and your non-crit did the same. As these scorching rays just blast into it, the flesh starts to burn away, black blood dripping everywhere in front of you one swing. It's kind of breathing heavily in front of you.
Black blood dripping from one swing everywhere. Jesus.
Dripping in front of one swing.
Both. I'm agreeing with you.
Fair enough. Yep. Just the blood mingling on the ground. And then a demon appears! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
It's still up, but it's looking pretty rough.
Okay.
You said that was 2. You still have one more scorching ray, don't you?
No, she natural, not one, the first one.
Yeah,
right. That's right. Thanks for being honest. Which brings us.
Well, he was honest for me. I didn't even get a chance to lie.
Which brings us to Leaf's turn. If Monkey's there and wants to attack at the creature that he is in front of, with Adian flanking.
I don't know what I've been doing.
You've
just been really good.
Yeah,
You've done really well.
Good.
You've been doing really well.
I'm gonna go with the tried and true, hitting it with my rapier.
Oh wow, we actually haven't been doing that at all. Go ahead and roll an attack.
18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage plus sneak attack.
Do. 96. Uh, 16 points of damage.
Nice. You continue slashing into the back of this creature. Just like carving it up, essentially. Blood spattering everywhere, and you're slicing more holes into the membranous wings that it kind of holds itself up with. It's looking pretty rough.
I'm gonna use my dagger as well.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's nat 20.
Okay.
And it's only the dagger, though.
Yep. Double that D4 roll, buddy.
Let's see. Oh, nice you. So that's 7 damage.
And now it's just mad.
I was about to ask what the B is on the dice again, and then I just let the thing show me what it was.
Yep, that's a nat 20, buddy. And I assume you end your turn.
C.
Alright. Which brings us to one swing.
First swing at this guy in front of me.
Go for it.
It's a natural 20.
Oh,
Okay. 3 fucking people rolling natural 20s in a
This
row.
is amazing.
I just have my turn doing a nat 20.
It's a 1 and a 2 on the damage die, though.
Nice. Nice.
Wait, I get to re-roll my 1s.
Okay.
Weapon fighting!
It's a 4 and a 2.
Okay. That's better.
So 6, 12... 17 damage on the first swing.
17 damage. You kind of carve up and just it's looking real rough. He's debating on if he wants to attack it again.
No, if I roll a natural 20, I get to roll again? I get to hit again.
Yeah, you should get one extra hit, one extra die, depending on your abilities. But I think with your, one extra damage die.
An extra damage die you get.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm going to roll for my second one.
Okay.
18.
18 hits. Pretty sure minimum damage kills it, but well,
It was 14.
yeah. You carve upwards and then kind of twirl your great sword down and bring it straight down onto his head, kind of going a little bit into the earth and pulling it out as he lays there dead. And that brings
Do we
us... there's still the one between Leaf and Adian. And Adian is going to attack it. That is a 16.
Wait, hold on. I figured out what it was. It's my great weapon master thing. I get to take another hit because I killed something.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to walk over to this other guy.
Do it.
And, I mean, is there space for me to do this?
Let me look at our marching order again. Essentially, you would just have to turn around. You would be flanking with Krakus. So, just to give you guys an idea of what you're looking at, there's this massive bat mutant creature that stands about a few inches taller than One Swing. On the other side of where One Swing is standing is this giant stag with massive horns, and then a raging half-elf with a glowing sword, and your little rogue, all surrounding this one creature.
So he's the printer
Yes.
from Office Space.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to swing on him.
Yeah.
At advantage.
Sure.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Math is hard, guys.
You know, it's really not until you're rolling dice.
Yeah, right?
I can always.
11 damage.
11 damage. It is still standing. But it's looking really, really rough. And I will start this whole nonsense over. And natural 1 and a natural 2. Adian kind of reaches to swing his sword at the creature, and as he does, that's when one swing brings his great sword down, kind of causing it to move out of the way, and he's really just able to puncture some of the thick hide, but not really get any damage done. Which brings us to Krakis.
All right, I would like to, as my bonus action, move the flaming spear over top of me.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
A firecraft.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I would, that is what I'm doing is my bonus action. Then I'm going to back up a little bit, taking the attack of opportunity if it really wants to. And then
It misses. It's a natural 3.
all right, and then I am going to charge through the fireball.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your ram attack.
Ram attack.
What you guys see is this massive. It's a not massive, but smaller fireball kind of sit in between the antlers of the stag, and then it take a few steps back. The creature tries to take a slash at the stag, but just misses, and the stag lowers its head and begins getting a little bit of a running start towards the creature.
Plus 6. 8 plus 6. 14.
14? Just misses.
Okay, and then I'm going to take the second attack
Yep.
to without the ram, without the charge, still the ram.
Correct.
And that is another miss. It's a 7. So yeah.
So you guys see Krakis kind of running forward and not quite used to the form of a stag, kind of stagger a little bit, and just miss. The antlers hit the skin, but there's no penetration from either side of his ramming attack.
Nope, Ben quit.
Eve, it's your turn.
Ben, roll 1d4 psychic damage for Ben.
Eve,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay.
He's refusing to participate in our antics.
Okay, so I guess, I still have Hex up. Let's just move that over now. Not like I'm gonna do anything else. And I'm gonna do my pew pew at
Pew-pew.
like the remaining guy.
You guys see Eve just kind of walk forward and hands like at her hips, pew pew, and these massive bolts of purple pink energy fly forward.
18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 plus 5 is 14.
How do you want to do this?
You described it best. I'm not taking anything different.
So Eve kind of walks off to the side, nonchalantly, quickly looks over at the creature, turns to the side, goes pew pew, as the almost pinpoint spots of glittering purple pink energy come out of her hands and get bigger and bigger and bigger as they just slam into each shoulder of the creature, knocking it completely backwards. You hear a sickening snap as both of the shoulders dislocate and he falls to the ground, dead as a doornail.
And then blow the smoke off the gun.
And she just
Prestidigitation.
Yeah. Just illusion smoke now.
to which Adian kind of turns and looks over at you, Eve, and is like,
Okay.
"You're small, but you pack a punch. I like you."
I like you too.
And you guys are officially out of combat.
We did it.
You did. Well, I can't say I've ever seen any of these before. And he kind of leans forward to examine the corpse and is like, "There's a body inside of this."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that.
Yep, they do it. That's last time it was furbolgs.
Last time? So you have seen these before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Last time we killed them, then we had to fight witches afterwards too.
Like Iron Teeth witches?
I mean, I don't remember if their teeth were iron, but
Yes, they were Iron Teeth witches, and they are the ones who create these beasts. We assume, I think.
That is yes, that is your assumption currently.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Are the people inside? Are they dead? Are they salvageable?
no, that is the door now.
I see.
Last time we just burned the bodies.
Okay. Well, I don't have any tinder.
I'll burning hands them.
Oh.
I will move the flaming sphere over it.
Oh, or that.
I'll pile up all 3 bodies before any of this happens.
Okay. Easy enough. You pile up the 3 bodies. Flaming sphere lasts for how long?
Not long.
Okay. I would say...
I want to say it's a minute, and it's been 20 seconds already, and I would have quickly tried to do that as much as I could.
Okay. So I would say pretty easy enough. You light the 3 bodies on fire. They burn off into nothing. Well, ash. They burn into ash, I guess. Not nothing. Just in case anyone wants to take that and be like, "Oh my god, they burned into nothing." The flame seems to take to them very quickly, as well, because of their vulnerability to fire. What would you guys like to do from here?
Let's keep going.
Yep.
Okay. It is starting to get fairly dark. You're approaching. You still have light. I would say you've probably got about an hour's worth of light left if you're trying to move forward and continue finding any kind of trail. You guys continuing to look for signs of Aelin, I assume?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll another survival check.
At advantage.
Why don't you let me?
I got a 17. Wait, what's
Cool.
your plus to survival?
7?
Oh shit! Why haven't you been doing it this whole time?
It's a real good question.
I offered because I said I have a +5. You never said you had a +7.
I was in the water before.
Oh, that's true.
Oh. Yeah.
Well,
Well, from now on.
Yeah, I was like, I'm really good. The forest, I grew up there. Y'all know. You been to my home. Never mind. All right. Did you
Oh,
find
that's
anything?
That's right. You had that little slam piece.
I would like to speak to Leafs and Beasts and try to see if they can trip him up whenever possible. Just like the last time that somebody did that, I will happily roll that charisma check to convince a tree to trip my friend.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
It was a 15 both times.
Okay. You hear a rustling in the leaves and gather they heard you. But in the areas that you're currently walking around, in between forest and river, there's not a lot of movement they can do to help you, unfortunately. With a 17, you heading forward, you do notice an area where it does look like someone did come out of the water.
Oh, I'm gonna point at it.
I have an awful idea. Did anybody check to see if she was inside the things?
You know, I thought that would have been something that we would have noticed and it would have been pointed out to us, but I could be wrong.
Adian was examining the bodies. I am
You did say
confident.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't just burn his cousin's body. Cool. Great. Awesome. Hey, look, she came out of the water here.
Oh, Adian looks forward and runs immediately towards it, and starts looking around very fervently. He rolls a nat 2. And is kind of digging around the rocks in the area, not really able to find anything. Do you think this was her? Do you think she made it out?
I mean, probably. Nobody. The Krakus said he talked to the tree. The tree said it was a girl. Nobody else.
Right. Okay.
It's getting.
Can anyone tell how long it's been like this?
Can I tell how long it's been like this?
Go ahead and roll a survival
Can
check.
I?
Yes.
Hey, I'm
yeah.
Can we double aid Krakus?
Krakus gets quadruple advantage.
Krakus, you get regular advantage.
Well,
with
natural 20, 27.
27.
Hell yeah.
You gather that this is also another area that's probably been that was disturbed roughly 10 hours ago. As well, you do upon kind of searching through the rubble, you do find a a similar sigil to the ones that you carry, but this one is a larger amulet with the same symbol on it. And as you roll me a intelligence saving throw. Actually, I'm going to say a charisma saving throw. Sorry. I misspoke. I looked at the wrong thing.
It's the same bonus for me either way.
Okay.
So it's 21.
21. You do feel like almost like an electric surge kind of go through you as you pick it up and shrug it off, and you examine it. It's quite heavy, and Adian kind of looks while you're looking around. It's like that was hers. Okay, so she was definitely here, and you noticed that there was another person nearby, and a set of heavy, larger footprints than the ones that you've been following do go towards the trees.
Crackus?
Sorry, Ben was breaking up for me there.
Oh.
Something goes towards the trees. I think that's what you said.
You see
Yes.
heavier footprints go
Pass
towards the
on.
tree.
As though someone might
Yeah.
have been carrying what came out of the water.
I'm gonna gesture us in that way. Say it looks like somebody picked something up. Someone picked someone up and took them this way.
You mean there was another person here?
Best I can tell, yes.
Okay. Well, she might be safe, unless that person's trying to hurt her. But here in Terracin, I don't know why anyone would be trying to hurt her currently. Oh goodness, I don't know what to do.
Well, we follow the foot tracks.
Okay. You guys do notice that the sun is setting at this point, and entering the woods is incredibly dark currently. Are you wanting to continue traveling through the night to follow, and potentially try to gain some ground against this traveler, or are you? What are you guys wanting to do?
I mean, I think we should continue, but I don't know how everyone is feeling and how everyone's spell slots are doing, and I don't know how actually smart that is, but
I understand the sentiment, but I think we should follow. I mean, if we need to rest, we rest, but I think we should press on.
I agree.
Okay.
Anyone else have any thoughts there?
No, I defer to the group.
Okay. So you guys continue moving forward into the woods. Let's go ahead and make a. So it is dark in here. So if Krakus is making a survival check, it would be a disadvantage. Obviously, with help, it would be a straight roll.
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
Straight roll. 13 plus 7, dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to work your way into the woods about an hour, 2 hours. You're making your way through, and as you're getting deeper into the woods, you guys are kind of heading in a south direction, like almost directly south at this point. You start to smell what smells like burned wood and leaves and ground, and just a sense of something burning.
I hate you, and Kenny hates you too.
I know not of what you speak.
Something's burning.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do?
Good.
There's something that's burning over there, and that's never a good sign, but we should head that way.
Yeah.
You guys just run off in that direction?
I mean, not run. We'll head towards wherever we sense the burning coming from.
Okay. You guys, continue forward and get into this past a few trees, and the burning smell continues to get stronger and stronger. You don't see any light or active, like, billowing smoke, but you do, as you pass another tree, enter a clearing. But no, it wasn't a clearing before, because there are bare tree trunks, and the ground is completely blackened, and everything is burned off of the trees, and there are no animals or anything like that in a 80-foot radius in this clearing. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Alrighty.
Big burning clearing.
Bum, bum,
Bum,
bum.
bum, bum.
The little girl exploded.
We didn't start the fire.
It was always burning since the world's been turning. By the way, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the stream. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. These go live on YouTube at some point in time, and we'll be live again next Sunday at 6:30. So stop on by. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye.